welcome back. This is going to be part 2. We're still in the Nazarean book of Genesis, chapter 7. It's the Old Testament. This is about Abraham and Sarah and the creation of our world. So I already read this first part. It's in the video before this one. You want to go to it because it talked about what a Abram and a Sarah are. And it explained about the the different overseers in the central sun. It's really good. So you want to go watch that and then pick this up here. All right, because we've got right here that only Jahday and Jahnah were to create such seeds, because it said that Jahday and Jahnah gave to Abraham and Sarah a great work, the planting of a new star seed, and the seeds of its heavens and planets and creatures. And though Abraham and Sarah would plant and nurture the seeds, lo, only Jahday and Jahnah were to create such seeds. For behold, those of the Lucifer rebellion had begun violating this and other precepts, and had thereby spread much evil and pain in many worlds. Yea, Lucifer, under the inspiration of Satan, had begun creating his own seeds, not of stars or worlds, for he had not that power, but of evil life forms that he seeded as weeds upon many worlds. But Abraham and Sarah were righteous and violated not the precepts of our Lord and Lady. Lo, they joyfully and willingly followed the instructions of King Jahday and Queen Jahnah, and planted only the seeds given to them. Yea, Abraham and Sarah, disciples of the Lord Christ and Lady Christ, were made overseers of the new star we call our sun. They were given good seed to plant. When Abraham and Sarah came to this realm to assist the great work of Elohim, the realm was Buhu, a void, and they chanted the great invocation of Elohim, which is, let there be light. And they planted the star seed, which was the seed of our sun. As they watched the seed grow, they said, it now emanates spiritual light into this darkness. It is a good seed, and the birth of the spiritual light was during the first great day of the creation of our world. And I wanted to say, when I found this book online, it has all these highlights and these side notes on there. They're not from me. Sometimes you can make them out and sometimes you can't. I don't know really what they're referencing to, but I just wanted to say that. All these dots and bullet points and writings on the side, that's not from me. So I don't read them. I just ignore them. You guys should do the same. All right, then Abraham said to Sarah, now let the spiritual light from a body of light, which will be our temple. Then Abraham said to Sarah, now let the spiritual light form a body of light, which will be our temple. Sarah said, yes, I will plant the seed of air. It shall be the breath of life for the body of light. And she planted the seed of air, and the spiritual light emanated a body of fire. Abraham and Sarah said, it is a good seed, and that was the second great day of the creation of our world. Then Abraham and Sarah cast into the body of fire the seed of water, so that the vapor would come forth from the fire to become clouds, for they knew that they would make worlds that would need water. And vapors came forth and formed primal clouds. They said, it is a good seed, and that was the third great day of the creation of our world. And as the sun burned, it whirled through air, and the winds swirled. And into the wind, Abraham and Sarah cast the seed of soil, and the wind began to form the small particles of soil into larger particles. Abraham and Sarah said, this is a good seed, and that was the fourth great day of the creation of our world. By the end of the fourth great day, some of the particles had combined to form larger spheres. Abraham and Sarah chose the largest sphere to be the planets for this realm, and they chose one sphere to be the planet that would host the first heaven of this realm. Behold, that sphere was our world. Lo, Abraham and Sarah cast the seed of heavenly formation round our world. Then they cast the same kind of seed into 5 other places between our world and the sun, so that this realm would have 7 heavens. Yea, and the spiral stairway winds its way upward from the first heaven through each heaven unto the 7th heaven, which is the temple of light hidden within the sun. And behold, the seeds of the heavenly formation sprouted and began to form the heavens, and the heavens were beautiful, but no one can see a heaven except for those who live in that heaven, or a higher heaven. Abraham and Sarah said, "It is a good seed," and the formation of the heavens continued for great duration. For lo, each great day is of great duration, being a cycle of creation, unlike the short days of our world. And that was the 5th great day of the creation of our world. Then Abraham and Sarah opened the soul pathways of the 12 constellations so that the souls of many living entities could pass into this realm to have birth on our world. Behold, each species of plant and animal, even humankind, is within a group ovum, and each soul becomes a member of the group ovum that most matches its own thoughts, words, and deeds, and each soul is also within its own individual ovum. Lo, from each group ovum, Abraham and Sarah chose 2 souls to be the first of each species to awaken upon our world. And they gathered these souls and placed them in bodies, but made them sleep until the tree of life was planted in the garden. Then Abraham and Sarah placed the sleeping bodies in the area that would be the Garden of Eden, which would be the birth garden. And the garden was in the center of the most fertile part of the new world, which was the land of Cush. Yea, Abraham and Sarah named this land Cush because in the tongue of the cherubim that word means hidden power, which is the power of Elohim. For Elohim wields power, not with swords and spears. Behold, Elohim wages spiritual warfare with spiritual weapons. And though it may appear that Elohim is defeated in a battle, good always triumphs over evil in the end. And that is the mystery of the hidden power, which is Cush. Yea, the center of Cush would be the Garden of Eden, the birth garden. Let's just say here, they say the Hebrew word Cush is pronounced with 2 O's. Kush. Kush. I was playing around saying it a lot the other day. Kush. I mean, wow, it actually starts to have some power when you say it like a mantra. But anyhow, all right, and that refers to the land that's now called Ethiopia. All righty. Once the seed of life, what it said? Yea, the center of the garden, the center of Cush would be the Garden of Eden, the birth garden, once the seed of the tree of life was planted. And in the center of the garden was a holy mountain. Lo, atop that mountain, Abraham and Sarah would plant the holy tree of life, and only then would the dormant bodies awaken. Lo, the time from the opening of the soul pathways of the 12 constellations to the time of the gathering of the dormant bodies was the 6th great day of the creation of our world. Abraham said to Sarah, "Before we plant the seed of the holy tree of life, let us spend the 7th day in prayer and communion with Elohim and Jahday, our God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent." Yea, and then and then on the evening of the 7th day, after the sun is set, we will plant the holy seed. Then will all the dormant things spring to life, and this area will become a garden of delight. Thus, the 7th day of the creation of our world was a day of prayer and communion, which is Shabbat Shalom. Behold, during their time of communion with Elohim and Jahday, Abraham and Sarah were shown many visions of what would come. And Elohim whispered in their hearts and minds the things that they must do, for the agents of Satan were coming to do them violence. Excuse me, for lo, Satan wanted this new world for his own purposes and had sent his servant Lucifer to prevent the planting of the tree of life and to plant instead another seed. On the evening of the 7th day, having held Sabbat, Abraham and Sarah made ready to plant the holy seed of the tree of life in the center of the Garden of Eden. I should keep going, but it's already 10 minutes. That was something. So they rested. That was what the Sabbath was. And they were warned that Lucifer was going to attack them. So, yes. We're going to pick this up on the next video because it goes into chapter 8. All right, when he attacks the Garden of Eden. So I'll do all that on the next video. All right, guys. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We might be able to finish this in like one more video. All right, thanks for watching.